Men are not all created equally. This is particularly accurate in regards to how they act with women. Even if there are some broad parallels. Men of various sorts can engage with women in a variety of ways. The Sigma male is one kind of man who appears to be highly attractive to women. The men who reside outside of the conventional social hierarchy are Sigma men. While they may not adhere to conventional gender stereotypes, they are the rebels, balloon wolves, and nonconformists, and they have a knack for making women go wild in all the right ways. They think outside the box, which frequently leads to unexpected and thrilling acts. While there are numerous ways to drive women crazy, here are 12 ways Sigma men do it, one of which is that they don't require her approval. When alpha and beta guys keep to the script, Sigma males rewrite it, which not only makes them more intriguing but also more challenging. While many women are used to men who pandered to them and told them what they wanted to hear, Sigma males aren't looking for her approval or acceptance. They're not trying to win her over or impress her. They couldn't care less about what she thinks of them. This doesn't mean they're rude or disrespectful, but rather that they don't put her on a pedestal and aren't afraid to challenge her. Sigmas provide a welcome change of pace. When women see that you don't care about their approval, it will make them wonder about all sorts of things and get them thinking about you long after you've left their presence. They'll be curious to know why you're not interested in winning him over and what it is. This doesn't mean that you should start being rude or obnoxious, but rather that you shouldn't go out of your way to try and please her if she doesn't like you for who you are, then she's not worth. While it's necessary to be courteous, this frequently shows out in how they interact with women. It's important to note that Sigmas don't do this just to be different. They'd actually believe in what they're doing and frequently have a very valid reason for breaking the script 3. They don't have a problem refusing her. Sigmas don't feel the need to stick to the script. They often break it and do things their own way. They might approach a woman in a unique way or say something unexpected. They don't use the same old hook lines and routine. Sigma males don't experience this issue because they are very at ease declining women. They are aware that not every woman who expresses interest in them is a potential partner, and they aren't afraid to do so if they don't want to. This doesn't mean that Sigmas are rude, unkind, or don't like women. Rather, it simply means that they have a very different perspective on women and see them as individuals rather than potential sexual conquests. While alpha males may try to project an image of perfection and beta males may try to be who they think women want them to be, Sigma males simply let their true colors shine. They don't try to impregnate women with the perfect image or try to fit into a mold that doesn't suit them. This authenticity allows Sigma males to be much more magnetic and intriguing. 5. They make extremely close eye contact. Sigma men tend to hold her gaze for a little bit longer than most people do, which can be both unsettling and intriguing. She might get the impression that he's trying to figure her out or that he's challenging her in some way, but she might also get the impression that he's interested and invested in the conversation. Although it can be a little daunting at first, maintaining eye contact with a woman can make her feel both intrigued and little intimidated. Of course, you don't want to maintain eye contact with her for an extended period of time since that would simply be weird. Sigma men know when to use it and when to back off. They understand the value of creating tension and know how to use their eyes to achieve it. 6. They seldom give her compliments. Direct eye contact is a powerful technique, but it should be used sparingly. There are times when a compliment is warranted, but Sigmas want their compliments to mean something. They want them to be earned. This demonstrates that you're not the kind of man who just gives out empty flattery, as your compliments will carry more weight. Sigma males are not the type of men who give out compliments frequently. In fact, they frequently avoid them altogether. Most women are used to receiving compliments constantly, but they frequently don't take them seriously because they know that most men are just trying to flirt with them and they can see right through it. On the other hand, Sigma males are much more selective with their compliments because they view women in a completely different light than most other males. They tend to care more about what women do than how they look because they are interested in the actions that show their character, which is why a woman might receive more compliments from a Sigma male. This could be refreshing to a lady who is used to getting comments on how good she looks all the time, since it demonstrates that you are interested in more than just her beauty. 7. They adopt a relaxed attitude. Sigmas are noted for their carefree demeanor. They don't take themselves too seriously and don't get worked up about little things, which can be quite annoying for those who are always trying to gain their attention or get them to do things. This may be quite freeing for single guys, but it can also be very perplexing for women who are used to a more conventional way of thinking. Single men live in the now and concentrate on what matters to them. They don't allow other people's ideas or expectations determine their conduct. One of the most frustrating things about interacting with the Sigma is that, on the surface, it appears as though they don't care, but the truth is that they care deeply about the things that matter to them. Many women mistake this laid-back attitude for a sign of indifference or even disinterest, but they don't realize that Sigmas are very aware of what's happening around them. Their logic and reasoning skills are always working even when they appear relaxed and not paying attention. Male singles are frequently quite autonomous and individualistic. Rather than following fashion trends or blending in, they prefer to follow their own interests and march to the beat of their own drum. Because you are not a sheep, you are your own person with your own distinct thoughts and opinions, and this can be very attractive to women. Independence can be both a good and a bad thing. On the one hand, it demonstrates that you are not afraid to be different and are not going to blend in with the crowd just because it's easier. On the other hand, it can also come across as aloof or uninterested if you're not careful. It's crucial to find a balance between independence and interest. You don't want to come out as uninterested or overly reliant. When it comes to fashion, this is not relevant to their lives. They would rather dress in a way that is comfortable for them and expresses their unique personalities instead of succumbing to the herd mentality and the pressure to conform to societal norms. It is important to dress well and take pride in your appearance, but you shouldn't go overboard. Instead, find a sweet spot where you're assertive enough to do your own thing while still showing that you care about her and what she has to say. Simply dress in what you find appealing and comfortable. 9. They have no problem leaving a bad scenario. Sigma guys are incredibly autonomous and don't mind leaving a bad environment. Sigmas know their own worth and will not settle for less. They would rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't value them. They are not the kind of people who stay in a relationship or a situation just because it's convenient or easy. This may be a very difficult pill for women to swallow. Sometimes the greatest thing you can do, sis, walk away. S10. Sigma guys have a knack of bringing women out of their own minds since they don't hesitate to express their opinions or to pose challenging questions. Many women are so used to men who just agree with everything they say and do that they find Sigmas refreshing because they're not afraid to push boundaries or challenge her. They enjoy testing someone's limits and seeing what they are capable of. This doesn't mean that you should be obnoxious or disrespectful, but rather that you should be open-minded and non-judgmental. 11. They don't mind stirring up controversy. The willingness of Sigma males to talk about taboo subjects makes them more interesting and engaging. While some men might avoid these topics out of fear of a confrontation, Sigmas see them as an opportunity to connect with someone on a deeper level. This willingness to talk about taboo subjects makes Sigma males less likely to be viewed negatively by others. Being able to discuss contentious subjects also demonstrates your intelligence and well-informed, which is something that many women find to be highly appealing in a man. Women are frequently bored by men who stick to the same old issues and never move outside of their comfort zone. This kind of individual is often not particularly captivating or fascinating. Sigma men are open-minded and eager to accept alternative points of view. They are flexible and adaptable, which are attributes many women want in a man. They have no trouble holding their own in a debate and are constantly interested in learning new things. 12. Their enigmatic nature keeps her on the edge of her seat. Sigma men are often enigmatic and mysterious. They're the kind of men you can't quite figure out. This air of mystery can be very alluring to women. It keeps them guessing and curious about what's going on. It's the kind of thing that can make a woman feel both excited and uneasy at the same time. They don't want to disclose everything because they respect their privacy, but rather because they are hesitant to divulge too much about themselves in case others don't understand them. This is especially true with Sigma men. Sigma's enigmatic quality may also make them incredibly alluring to women since it gives them the chance to utilize their imagination to speculate about what sort of person he is and what his life is like. While it's important to be mysterious, you also don't want to be too mysterious. If you're too difficult to figure out, she might get frustrated and give up. There needs to be a balance between being an enigma and being an open book. Being mysterious doesn't mean that you should be distant or unapproachable. You can still be friendly and open, but you don't need to share your whole life right away. Just let her know there is more to you than meets the eye.